Hey guys, let's talk ELA. Now, what we're going to go over in this video is the 4 things that we are asking you to do every single week in ELA class in order to engage in the course. So, the first thing you do is you go to your Schoology ELA course, and what you will see at the top of the page is a link to a weekly schedule. That weekly schedule tracks Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with a 40-minute breakdown of the things you should be doing in ELA class. Every day is just a little bit different, so look at the schedule and see what we're asking you to do during that 40-minute block every single day. Now the good news is most of what we're doing is stuff that you already do. We're asking you to read independently. We're asking you to read and respond to nonfiction text. We're asking you to continue to participate in a group read book. This is going to be Tangerine. You'll get to know that well soon. And we're asking you to engage in the program iReady Reading. So, how do you do that? First, I want to go over the independent reading log. After you download your schedule, you will see a folder in Schoology that says Week 1. It's a red folder. It says Week 1 on it. It's near the top of the page. You click on the Week 1 folder, and you are going to find all the materials you need to complete these assignments in there. The first document in there is called the Independent Reading Log. You download your independent reading log, and you carefully go through the instructions. You probably are going to have to go through them more than once. There's a lot in there, but what those instructions are about is they're showing you how to find books during this time period, and it's offering you tools and examples of what journal entries should look like. So use those instructions. They will make your life considerably easier. You are going to construct your reading log directly in that document that you download. But first, I want to tell you about books. Now, that's going to be an issue over the next month because there's probably not going to be a lot of library trips in your near future. So what do? Every single Chromebook comes equipped with a program called Sora. All you got to do is go to the Braves link, go to the library link, and then click on the library link, and inside there is a program called Sora that will give you access to a ton of books. If that is tough, there is a link in the instructions. There is a link in this document. Just open it up and take a look and follow the instructions, but that's what they say. After you find a book, and just to be clear, you do not only have to use the books on Sora. If you've got a collection at home, that's fine. If you're finding articles on the internet, that's fine, but I'm probably going to ask you to send me a link because that's easy enough to do. Put it right in your reading log. Find books and find things to read wherever you can find them. You just have to tell us about it, which is what I'm going to go over next. We're asking you to make a journal entry. Now, a journal entry can be very simple. You can hop into the reading log and you can just say, hey, today I read blah. What I think about blah is this. The characters are this. What I think is going to happen next is this. And you just basically write about what you're reading. If that's tough to do, there is a script inside the reading log that you can copy and paste and fill in the blanks. There's also a plethora of sentence starters that you can use to put together your reading response. But that's it. We just want you to write to us. You will hear feedback from us. We are going to respond to what you write. We are going to ask you questions. We're going to ask you follow-up. And we're going to create a dialogue about what you guys are reading. In order for any of that to work, you obviously need to find a book and read something. Now, we wanted to open this assignment up and make it fun, so we're also giving you the option of drawing responses and making collages, or if you think of something cool, let us know, like maybe a video or something that you post a link to. You could also think about maybe using Google Slides instead of the document in order to make your reading log. But expect feedback from us, and what we want you to do is follow that feedback. There are some examples of collages that I made inside of your reading log. And now, what I did is I made them in a sketchbook. I made them in a notebook. And then I took a picture and I posted that picture onto the document. This is a good opportunity to use your phone. I said this in the other video, but there are Schoology apps and there are Google Doc apps, and if you don't want to work on your Chromebook, that's another option for you. So that's the first thing we're going to ask you to do. The second thing we're going to ask you to do is read one nonfiction article a week. Again, your first nonfiction article is located in the week 1 ELA course folder. You read the article, answer some multiple choice, and then you write a response. What should that response look like? It should look like a REEK. And you will receive feedback from us on exactly what that means, but restate it, give us an example, explain your reasoning, write a concluding sentence. All stuff you've done before. Now, next, if your parents went to the supply pickup day that was today or yesterday, I don't know when you're watching this video, it's weird getting used to this whole you can just download it and look at me. But they would have picked up this. This is Tangerine. It's the next book we're reading. If your parents didn't pick this up, that's totally 100% fine, because inside of the Schoology page is a PDF. A PDF is a digital document of the book. That means that you can just download that and you can read and follow along as we read out loud to you, because we are going to be posting audio of the book chapter by chapter. So just like we're in class, you can listen to the book while we read along together. There's also going to be a study guide and questions. You may have a paper copy of that study guide, or you may be looking at the questions on Schoology. It depends on whether or not you picked up that packet. But once again, remember, it doesn't matter, because you can access everything online, or you can print the packet out and you can answer the questions that way. So you will be reading along with us using these 3 resources and talking about your reading. Now, the fourth thing, iReady. iReady has prepackaged lessons. You watch the lesson, you take the assessment. It's the best way for us to gather data during this very difficult time period where, engagement is going to be kind of tough. So these are the 4 things we're asking you to do for ELA class. If you can do all 4 of these every single week, you are going to be in good shape. It's 3 to 5 journal entries where you write about what you're reading independently. It's 1 nonfiction article response. It's reading along to the book Tangerine and maybe answering a comprehension question or 2. And it's engaging in iReady for 30 minutes every week just for reading. Do those things and you will be golden.